Well, now we're back, because I just unmuted.
No. We're back! Week 2!
Week 2, part 2, don't you know? We're in the same spot. I did level a little bit, literally just before we started. I turned encounters back up. We're gonna go see if we can beat this boss that apparently I was supposed to be able to beat at like level 12.
Stomped you? That literally stomped the ever-living dog shit out of you? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and
Even with your 4 times level increase. So, I don't know how long you're supposed to actually sit here and grind levels for, or how... This
we're gonna
game...
give this guy whack, whack, whack. Like they never changed that.
I know, it's always...
That same sprite animation for forever now. Oh, look,
Doesn't
you're
work.
a gross something or other.
Yeah, yada, yada, yada.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack.
I did look this up on how to beat him the last time that we played this. However, I don't remember.
Fire. Neat. No. Did that do more than...
I hate that Phoenix Downs only revive you to 1 health. That's such a low ball move.
It's okay. I feel like Blizzard did a better job than... Hey!
He's dead!
It's almost like he didn't spam Fyra or whatever the hell he did the last time and like 152 damage to everybody twice.
Obliterate you. Right.
Oh, right. So now we gotta do the... You gotta bring the eye to the person.
The witch.
Yeah.
In the cave.
Okay. Alright.
That's to the north of where you started.
Do we have to do anything with the, do we have to do anything with the elf prince now? I guess we're going by there to, like, on the way, so don't worry about looking it up. I'll just go talk to him, see if he's awake. Because, like, he should be awake now, I would think.
No, there's something I think that you have to get in order to wake him up.
Skip the town, go to the castle.
Run fast, go.
So, subscription factors. Must be oh yeah, okay, concoction. Check out the store. Okay. Oh no!
I run fast!
And then my bow is here. Oh. Just go straight north to here. That'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's up here. Oh, I could have just parked up here. No, it's over here. I got it. Something exchanging potion. It is the most amazing potion of my entire collection.
Yay.
Right, that wakes him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a key, and then we gotta go to the castle, get some explosives, give them to the dwarves,
Right.
and then that opens up the rest of the world, and we can finally go crystal shopping.
No, there's some shit you gotta do.
No! Don't tell me that!
There's like some things you gotta fight, and I don't know.
This is fucking dumb.
Remember, you gotta go through like 13 caves or some shit.
Don't tell me that. I don't want to go through 13 caves.
Yeah, it's that.
How I can't get in the back end of that castle? It won't let me in the rear entrance. What the fuck? Okay. Jolt tonic. Got it.
Dun dun dun!
This Jolt tonic may be just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I will try it at once.
He sounds smart.
Your Highness, Your Highness.
I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend as it was told to me by my forefathers. Of course, everyone's got to tell the damn story. The time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owners has come at last.
This is a big leap of like logic and faith that this guy is coming to. He woke up and saw some dudes hanging out in his room.
You guys,
You
must
guys
be
are the
guys.
legendary. You must be the legendary warriors.
All right. Thanks for saving my ass.
You're great.
Waking me up from this slumber.
All right. So we got Mystic Key. Now, Mystic Key. Is it this castle or is it the other castle?
I think.
Ah, shit.
Crystalline, Jolt Tonic, Mystic Key, and Nitro Powder.
This one?
Astos,
Mithril Hammer,
Slide.
700 gil, 700 gil, Bronze Blows. Not this one. I'm pretty sure it's the original castle.
At this stage, you can backtrack to numerous areas and get some great items from chests and rooms you couldn't open before, but now can with the Mystic Key.
Correct.
First, head back to Cornelia and head up the castle there to get many weapons and armor, all of which are very useful. There's also Nitro Powder, or TNT in some versions, an item required for progression very shortly, so you may as well get it now.
I like that. You may as well get it now.
You're gonna need it.
Get out of my way! No! No! No!
Move it, lady!
I got places to be, things to do. Now I gotta go around this way.
Look at you hoofing it.
I know, I'm scooting. Trying to scoot. Okay, not on the outside. Gotta go upstairs. Gotta go upstairs to get into the basement. No, wait. Come on. I gotta go this way.
Do you know what you're doing?
I don't. Not. No. I need to get over there, and I got over there before, and now I can't remember how I got over there. I gotta go this way, and then in the back door, and then around past the wizard. Cottage. Saber. Knife.
Mithril knife. Mithril.
Armor.
Mithril.
Tent.
Nitro
Nitro
powder.
powder. Hooray! Alright. So now we gotta go talk to the dwarves.
The other Mystic Key items are optional. Can return to the Temple of Chaos to get 2 weapons and a nice item. In Elfheim Castle, you can get weapons and cash.
Yep, I already got that one.
The Western Keep to the north west for a couple of weapons and an armor piece. And back at the Marsh Cave, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that horrible cave has like 50 bajillion doors.
You can get cash, a weapon, and an armor piece.
Okay, well, this is the Chaos Shrine.
Booyah.
Wait. I feel like the one on the far left was the one that I could open without the key. So here. Oh. Okay. Guess that was it. Alright. Gear. Boat. Landing over here. Over here. This brings me to dwarves. All the way down here. You. Barons? He owes me barons. I don't know what that means. There we go. Now we can bless the rock, these smithereens. I remember. Who do you stand in a room for? That powder's set to blue. Unless you plan on going with it, you best get it while you still can. Well, he still can. Here we go. Blasting a hole in the peninsula so I can finally go other places.
Got it.
I tell you right now, if I had played this as a child, I would fucking hated this game.
Oh yeah, probably.
And that's coming from somebody who played the shit out of Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy on the Game Boy, which was a totally different thing in itself.
Right. But this was the progenitor of all those. So none of those would exist without this game.
Dragon Quest would have. It was a completely different company.
But this was like the first RPG.
But it wasn't. Guys, this is something I have to look up.
No, not right now.
No, I'm looking it up right now. This is 1986. '87. Dragon Quest came first by a year.
There is some stuff here with the Mystic Key, or they can be unlocked with the Mystic Key, apparently.
What, in the dwarf cave?
Mm-hmm.
Is it down here? This thing? Found it! Literally nobody can use any of it except for the main, for the warrior. The Worm Killer. Alright, so, from what the king said originally, there's a crystal on the continent to the north.
He says that, but you're going south. It says, take your ship through the not-so-carefully crafted gap, right on through this gap, you'll find it to the town of Melman, which is your next major destination.
Casino Town. I'm exploring now. I'm checking out my surroundings. Like a cave. Alright, Melman. I don't like this. This is a horrid place.
It does say it's worse for wear, basically, but, you know. It's not in the greatest of conditions. There's some new weapons, armor, and spells available for sale.
Well, if there are weapons and spells for sale, guess what we have to do? Grind out some money. I had 27,000. I bought a shit ton of potions, Phoenix Downs, and cottages.
There are a lot of enemies in the next area that can inflict petrification, so pick up gold needle items in order to cure yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why are you just, like, auto-hate this? I need to remember to do the, like, one round of just attacking before I auto.
Yeah.
Attack! 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 There we go. Riveting! Action RPG action. Even though it's not an action RPG.
No. It is not.
This is as turn-based as it can get, including, but not limited to, the fact that I can only cast so many spells in a day.
Easy for you. I can't even imagine what this game would be like without all these boosters. But still way back, like, in the town of pirates. Like,
oh yeah, that would be nuts. This is like that's a lot of times people play these games and like to see if they hold up. Like, okay, does this hold up? Yes, kind of.
It's very simple storytelling.
In the sense that I have no idea where I'm going, except for I'm supposed to go to the continents of the north, and I keep getting sidetracked by bullshit.
At least you got some sort of direction, whereas like games like Zelda, you didn't know anything. You didn't know what you were doing. Hell, there were parts in that game where you're supposed to burn a bush somewhere to unlock a secret area and didn't know what bush to burn, so you'd just be sitting there burning all the bushes on one screen, like... And I think back then you could only burn one bush at a time, so you'd literally have to pick a bush, burn it, walk off, if that wasn't it, walk off screen, come back, burn the one next to it. Shit was annoying.
Spooners! Ran away. No, nothing here is. Everything's been the same enemies that I've been fighting on this fancy new continent that I've found. Okay, I'll double check my money. So I'm not worried about equipment, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I said, make sure that you have something that cures petrification, which they said was like a gold needle or something like that.
Oh, man, this sucks.
What?
I only got 3 slots and I wanted this, but it's... Or I wanted this, but it's more important that I have this just in case I come across it. Just in case my white mage needs to actually do some damage. Instantly kills all enemies.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's probably a thing on that. A rate on it or something. It can't be effective 100% of the time. Otherwise, that would be too OP. You'd use that every fucking time and you don't have to fight at all.
I'm just a farmer. What's his name? I've come all the way from the Durgar to find out the spring of the earth's decay. What?
Watts from Secret of Mana.
Heard the entrances of some of the power to make ships float in the sky. Wow! I can't go into it. Long ago, a prosperous civilization thrived in Northland. It's fallen into ruin, just like everything else. What do you want, wizard? Cave song to this continent lives a man named Sada. He is a wise man who knows much. Thank you.
Sada! Restore the crystals to grace.
The vampire attacked, destroying our church and leaving our city in shambles. Is there nothing we can do? We gotta fight a vampire?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
Okay.
So follow the coastline to the west.
And south?
I guess. Sure. Follow the coastline.
Am I supposed to follow it on land or on boat?
No, on land.
Okay.
You'll come to a cave, which is the entrance to the Terra Cave, or Earth Cave, whatever they call it. And some version, Earth, and some version, Terra.
Okay, is this the cave? Giant's Cave. I'm in the Giant's Cave.
Let's head west along the nearby coast to reach the entrance to the Terra Cavern.
There's a giant.
Well done.
I can't go that way. It's fine. He won't let me through.
Oh. No. Okay, so you need to go to another cave. Because you'll come back to this cave with something in hand that you need.
To get the stupid giant.
This is the Titan's cave, yeah.
Okay, well, I followed the coastline, so now I need to go south.
Go west.
Followed the coastline and it brought me to the cave. There's more coast to the south, but I saw the first cave I saw was the cave I went to. All I'm saying is the first cave I saw, I was like, that's the cave.
I agree with you. I totally understand. But that's not it.
Obviously.
Just like the crystal wasn't in the continent to the north. So,
Well, the continent we haven't been to the northern continent.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
You got one gold needle. You're supposed to buy more of those than just have one.
I got that one from a chest.
Well, you need to find more.
I didn't have any money. I was buying spells.
Well, fine. If you get stoned, it's your own fault.
Yeah. Usually is.
Shadows.
Ooh, spooky shadows.
Okay. Cavern of the Earth. Basement 1. So there's... Where did it say? There's 3 floors. 5 floors.
5 floors. No encounters. Gonna go explore.
This is a 5-floor dungeon that is home to one of Final Fantasy I's elemental fiends, some of the most significant enemies in the game. So, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay. This first area kind of looks like... I'm not even kidding. It looks like a squid with tentacles, and on the end of each of the end of 3 of his tentacles are nuts. Like, good body. Won't make you feel that tentacle. Healing.
Level up. We're at level 22.
There's nothing in that area. Go down the... Go up, yep.
Chill.
There's something in there.
Monsters. Oh, look. Earth Elemental.
That's one of them significant enemies that they say.
Neat.
Water.
I don't have water. I have Water is not a spell that I've been offered in any of the black magic things.
I was just trying to think what the opposite to fire or earth was. Air.
There is no air spell.
Thunder.
Alright. Looks like grass. Burn it.
Burn it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Turn on that. Okay, and then if you go down that path, yeah. And then both splits will have a room. Both main splits will have a room at third, yeah. Or stop.
Monster.
Third. Take that.
That's such a fucking rude reward for that.
What?
Defeating that hard enemy and only getting a potion.
Right.
More levels. monsters! Fuck, God
More
damn it.
monsters.
Tired of these monsters all being in these fucking chests. No! They'd be there even with the encounters on!
Well, yeah, but... Yeah. So, that's it for this one. If you go down the last tentacle arm, it's the stairs to get out of here. Go to the next level. Yeah. Wasting all the high potion.
Well, I need them now.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I bought so many. Bats!
Second level. Oh, Jesus.
That's fine.
There's literally 2 rooms total in this place. There's one at the bottom and one at the very far right at the top that have chests in them, and then the exit is at the bottom far right.
Get out of my way.
But it's an earth elemental that looked like a dude in a black cloak. You know? And I guarantee you, some of those chests are going to be more earth elementals. Because, you know, they want you to use a lot of fire magic in this cave.
Get out of my way. Okay. Placing your bets. Which one is monsters?
I'm going to say 2 out of the 3. And I'm going to say the one on the right and the one on the left are monsters.
Okay, so monster, monster, not monster. So let's start with this one. Not monster.
Leather shield. 5,000 gil! Damn, okay.
Wow. Whoa! Not our
okay.
monsters!
No monsters, because you had to fight them to get in the damn room. Alright, that's fair.
Get out of my way, Bat.
They
No.
want to talk to you.
No, they just say Kiki.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to the bats. Okay, 3 more chests.
I'm gonna say that one has a monster. All money. Alright, cool, whatever. Coral sword. Monster! Alright. That's fair.
Wow.
Being a little nice. Fair. Okay, 3rd level. Where did you come in at? The very bottom? Okay, yeah, there's room there. You go up to the top, go over to the far, up all the way to the top to the far right. There's a room over there. Down.
Sit all the way to the right.
I did.
I know.
Well,
It's the far right top.
You walk too damn fast. I'm trying to finish my thought while looking at where you are and looking at the map that's on my shit.
Monsters.
See?
There, look, I got a golden needle. Are you happy? And it puts my golden needle count to 2.
Okay, and yep. You got it. I don't know.
No, I'm just looking at the map. I've got that map up in the upper left corner. We gooch. Really? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, just showed bats up there, so you really didn't have to do this, but you know.
No, it's fine. It's money. It's money and experience.
By experience, he means points to level up, not real life skills.
Nope, real life skills. Monsters!
Learn them real life skills.
Don't open treasure chests, there be monsters.
There be monsters in them there chests.
I don't like his
Look at all.
No, he looks like who's the stretchy guy from Street Fighter?
Blanca? No, that's Dulcine.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Is it a vampire?
Vampire time, bitches!
Oh, cool. Is it weak to fire? You
cannot
hold it destiny. Mere mortals cannot kill the undying blood.
Bleh!
Wow. Look at that vampire. Is he technically undead?
Yes, so you can use cure. I was just gonna say you can use cure magic on him or like healing items technically.
Paralyzed. Also,
Yeah.
death. Weak to fire. Fucking vampire.
Fire and
Getting smacked by a
Sure.
couple. I didn't use that. She didn't get a chance to. She got paralyzed. What'd I get?
Star Ruby.
Oh. What do I need this for?
The other cave.
No! A thorn slab is set on the floor. An evil force seems to emanate from within.
After getting the Star Ruby from the chest, backtrack and leave the dungeon. You can't go any further for now.
For now. Fuck that. Hey, did I go give the Star Ruby to the giant?
Yeah, you gotta go give the Star Ruby to the Titan.
How come he doesn't, like, state that he wants that? He's just, like, Gandalf telling me I shall not pass.
Well, because, you know, you're supposed to just figure this is part of the whole adventure portion of this RPG.
No, but there's no... But
You're supposed to come to this cave before reaching the Titan's cave, or just assume that there's something that you need to give to the Titan because, you know...
it's fine. I get that. But, like, how do I know that's the thing that I have to give to the Titan?
Well, because it's the only other thing in this area. You get the ruby from there, and then you go over here, and you go, oh, there it was. Guess I'll give this a try.
I really don't like the fact that I have to go through 70 caves.
You have Star Ruby? Give me Star Ruby, I let you pass!
He makes clanking sounds. That's...
Some iron golem. Crunch, nothing tastier than rubies. Isn't that like an iron golem? Like...
Oh!
Gonna walk right off. Okay. She said, "Get out."
It's down here.
Let's take the door with the treasures.
Monsters! Optimal. Nothing for anybody else. Man, Square, you guys really fucking hated any class that wasn't.
A fighter.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you see, this is supposed to be.
Is this Seppa's place? Cool. That was a useless room. Hey, you. Yep, Sada. Whatever. Seppa, Sada. So you're the ones who defeated the vampire, eh? How did you know that?
He's Sada. He's the guy who knows the stuff. That's
He was not a servant. The beast corrupting the earth crystal lurks much deeper within the cat. Take the staff and use it behind the vampire. Okay. Earthrod.
Now I gotta go back to the cavern.
Hold on. Okay.
But you might want to stop Melman first to heal, then return to where you battled the vampire boss with the Earth Rod. You can now proceed.
No, that's okay. I've got a cottage. I've got cottages. I don't need to stop at the town. That's why I stocked up on cottages. Less town visits.
Yeah.
Alright. Down here. Cottage.
Monsters!
Monsters! Vampire lair. How bad would it be if the vampire was there again?
Oh, terrible.
Oh my god, a staircase.
Okay, this one.
Totally different cave music now. Monsters. Oh god, what is this?
Hyanodon, an ogre chief, and an ogre mage.
I don't like the name Hyanodon. It's my warrior fucking
I like how all the ogres look exactly the same, it's just a color palette change.
Dude, that's every RPG ever.
Right.
Honestly, that's like all the way up to like
Hell, even now.
yeah.
Like Zelda has that still.
Well, I was trying to think like the only one that really like changed it up a bit so that it wasn't totally monotonous. I feel like was Final Fantasy 12 did a really good job of it. Yeah, they had some color change, but they also just added like a bunch of ornamentation to change things. Like stuff like different ones had different kinds of like doodads and things on them.
To kind of give it an actual better physical variation between
Right.
this version and that version. What's different about these two? Absolutely nothing! Except for color! We got lazy at the end of production.
Alright, where were we? We were going this way. Oh.
There is a room to the very bottom left
Just make sure that I wasn't getting, like, monsters. Dude, I called that before it even... Yep. It's gonna happen. I don't like the fact that the monk has just as shitty HP as the black mage.
Right. And doesn't even, like, his attacks aren't even all that strong.
Two out of three.
So much for turning off them encounters.
Yeah. 3 out of 3.
I mean, honestly, Square probably wanted to make sure that you hit yourself after.
Alright.
First true major dungeon you come across, and it ends up being monsters every single chest you open, so you never open a chest for the rest of the entire freaking game.
Well, like, and think about it. If I had encounters on,
Yeah, this would have taken forever.
it would be every 4 steps. I'd be freaking...
Yeah, it's the
I thought, like,
There's no other rooms in here.
there's nothing up north here?
There's nothing in this. But as far as like chest or anything,
Oh.
there's nothing.
I didn't want to go north because I thought north would be the...
Nay!
Okay. Heal.
You have to fight the Lich.
Who's face to me?
Oh, look, a crystal.
Hey, look, an orb.
This continent is not to the north.
I am he who feeds on the power of the earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. I feel like they had no concept of... Alright, we're using undead enemy spell and fire. It's actually surprising that it's not dead yet.
Right?
There we go. That was like a thousand health.
Yeah.
Like 1,200.
Destroying the power of the Earth Crystal!
That's kind of them. Put that little teleporty there.
Mm-hmm. right.
This is most definitely to the west. Not north. Is this town all better? No. Okay, so now bear with me while I convene on this. So I just beat the Lich, restored power to the Earth Crystal, and then as young person playing this for the first time, what do now?
Well,
without looking.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like if I would go back to the town, obviously that was ravaged. Stock back up on whatever I need to stock up on because it's the only place in the area that I know of that has stuff.
Right.
Hop back in my ship because I don't think there's anything left on this side of the continent.
And just zoom away?
Wander to a port or dock I haven't been to before.
Okay. Well, I'm here.
Yeah, working on that.
So, boat. If I go all the way south, this will be in the north.
Was there a path that the Titan opened up at all?
No.
Oh.
That brought me to Sada. And he gave me the Earth Rod. So, like, am I supposed to go talk to Sada again?
No. Okay, so it says you need to head back to your ship, and you may as well go via Melman. Use Melman to heal up, then take your ship south, following the coast and ignoring the path Titan made up. Eventually, you'll be able to travel east. Do so until you reach a port. Well, that was the first port, right?
Yeah, but that was
Alfheim?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
This port is just to the north of Crescent Lake, a new town. Head south to reach it. As ever, check out...
Nope.
Blah, 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 blah.
Unless this is the town.
Yeah.
Hey! That was not to the north. That was east.
Let's head
My
south.
God.
Head south to reach it.
I
Even
went
then,
west.
Yeah, well,
I went west.
I don't know, man. This is a walkthrough guide. Like, I don't know who these people are writing this shit. But I can tell you this, if I was just playing on my own, I probably would have had no idea where to go. I probably would have kept going back and forth to, like, random towns until I finally was like, there's nothing, nobody's saying anything, I guess I'll go wander.
Right.
So yes, I can agree, very poor job of, like, any sort of direction.
Wait. So what do you... My husband is always traveling, and in the little time he is home, he sleeps all day.
I think he needs to get some parts straight.
I mean... Nothing wrong with a little sleep.
There's a lot of graves on this town. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
A lot of people dead. Sword. Sword better than axe. Axe better than sword. I'm gonna start selling some of this stuff. Got all this awesome stuff, and I never used any of it. Neat. Okay, armor. Better. Yo! I think they're everything.
Only the fighter gets equipment.
Alright, so what am I supposed to do in this town? Just talk to people? There's a grave. It's a gravestone. Because there aren't any, like... Nope, there is a house. Singular. One house.
There's a secret.
Oh, never mind, it's a church.
There's a secret path in the top right corner of the town map. It's a unique clearing on the east where there's a bunch of sages. Talk to all 12 sages and they'll give you a canoe.
I did that wrong. Talk to all 12 sages and what? They'll give me a what?
Canoe.
Canoe? I need a canoe? For rivers? Oh my god. Is that the...
Looking.
Oh.
There was this prophecy about the whole thing. Remember?
Yeah. Usually people that make prophecies aren't alive anymore.
We don't care about any of this information.
Not really. I mean, they're just saying, like, the prophecy, right? Bunch of bullshit. There's a volcano, some fire people.
I know.
Canoe. Who knew? Who knew canoe? So what does that mean? Does that mean I can go on rivers?
Lets you walk across shallow water like rivers, yes.
Neat. This desert seems important. Too bad it isn't.
Yeah. Supposed to,
See, this is that exterior that I was talking about where I was like, oh, it's not like I can go through this maze area of
Look at a little guy in the... You're supposed to come to the base of the volcano somewhere.
I'm sure I'll find a volcano. It looks like it's this giant circle over here.
Yeah. That's Mount Gold.
Cool. Is this where the fire crystal is?
I would assume.
Is it like literally like a majority of... Okay, they front-loaded all of the exploration, and then they were like, alright, now you're free to just go get crystals and done.
Mount Gold is a dungeon with a gimmick, and that gimmick is liquid hot magma. Lava. You can walk on the lava to avoid random encounters, but every step deals damage to you. Walking on lava is a necessity to make your way through this dungeon, but exactly how much you do it is your choice. Have fun with that! There's
Okay.
5 levels. And level 3 and level 4 have 2 parts, apparently.
Monsters!
Monsters.
Oh, fire elementals, you say? Me think that maybe they're weak to Blizzara! That's what I like to see. Oh my god, do you see this mini-map?
Yeah. You know what's even more terrible about that? You gotta come out where you came in.
There's no, like... I could have bought the exit magic, and I didn't.
The plus side is if you go like straight south from where you're at right now, on the left
Stairs?
Huh?
Stairs?
No, a whole bunch of chests. So go to your left, and then go straight down, straight down, straight down. Boom.
Oh, yeah, because, you know...
Monsters!
The fuck is that?
A lava one.
I'm sorry. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it with all these hyper-sexualized monster designs.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It's a very green worm. Must be like that white coming out of it.
Oh man, all that mithril stuff that I just bought. Almost like I didn't need to buy it. Sometimes the monk gets in some good hits.
Sometimes, yeah.
Other times he doesn't. I'm not talking to you. But I'm a weirdo. Alright, and then... Left or right? I'm not playing this game anymore. Left or right? Where are the stairs?
Did you come in at?
The middle. I'm assuming.
To the right. Is this level 4?
Yes. Looks like it's gonna be
Straight down and to the right.
That brings you up to level 3.
Okay, hold on. Okay, where'd you come in at? To the very far right.
Far upper right.
All the way. So go down one room,
Okay.
and then you're gonna go to the left, and then you're gonna go down, and then all the way to the left.
Down and all the way to the left. Can't go down. Okay, yeah.
All the way to the left. Okay.
Or Top somewhere.
So there's some chests in the room right above you.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the left, down, and then to the left, there's a room with one chest in it.
Yeah.
And then over to the left, there's another room with like 5 chests in it.
Uh-huh.
And then if you go down to the right, there's 2 more rooms that have chests in them. And then down into the right, there's another room with a couple chests in it, and then down all the way to the left.
So I have to go all the way to the left and then down, or can I go down at this first door that I ran into?
You can go down from here if you want to just skip all the chests. Yeah.
I'm not
Keep going.
super
Down.
worried about it.
Keep going down.
Jesus. Okay, floor 5.
5 is a big frickin' swastika thing.
No!
No, I know it's not a swastika. I was joking. There's okay, hold on. There's a whole bunch of rooms to the top. Like, there's basic rooms all around. The bottom left one is the one with the boss.
Okay.
Otherwise, all the rest of them have chests and candlesticks, whatever the hell that is.
Good question. Candlesticks? Not a typical thing.
I don't know if that's just a decorative thing or... You are gonna fight a red dragon.
Is this red dragon named Arleth? This is not a dragon. This is, like, Sheikah thing. Some sort of weird naga.
I was gonna say, it looks more like a naga.
Oh, right, cool. I forgot that I totally did this. That's awesome.
Yep.
I got it. Oh. Also got speed.
Oh. I don't know if you ever came across it, but apparently this is Merilith, Fiend of Fire. I'm sorry. The red dragon was supposedly partway through the dungeon. You'll be forced to encounter against a dragon, which is the red dragon. But I never saw you fight him. Wasn't quite a boss, but I guess kind of a mini
No,
boss.
I never fought a dragon.
Huh.
Was it something that maybe I was supposed to like do? Like it's a random encounter, not something that I had to like.
It just says that you'll have a forced encounter against a dragon. It's not quite a boss, but they basically consider it like a mini boss.
Blizzard really didn't do much of they did that. Yes, I potion. You are useless, so you're gonna start doing high potions. You need to keep using your Graga.
Consider using no blade to offset the fire attacks you
Oh yeah, I do have that. I haven't had any debuffs.
Despite being tilted on fire, she's not weak to ice attacks, so don't bother. All she's weak to is a bit of paralysis.
Weird. I have null everything else.
no blaze. For Aether.
Her fucking, like... flat slash attack was fucking... ridiculous. Turn!
Did it!
A little bit of not so careful planning and preparation on my part.
Yeah, I know. Going into a fire cave. Don't have anything for fire.
And look, I don't have to go back. There's a fancy little teleport right there behind the crystal.
Oh, there always is, yeah. Unless there's supposedly a lot of treasure in this cave, but you have to get through all the treasure chests with monsters apparently to get to it, and I don't know if any of it's really worthwhile. Yay! 2 down out of 4. Making some progress. See, I told you, all we had to do was get through the first crystal. If we could get to the first crystal, we'd be alright. If we weren't, then we'd say screw it.
Well, see, at this point, though, I know I'm not alright. Now I have to, like, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to grind a bunch of levels. And it also doesn't help that literally 3 out of 4 party members have not gotten any new equipment at all in the last 4 towns I've been to.
Well, you know, stuff. Onto the ice cavern
Which is
and an airship, maybe. Okay, so
Ice cavern airship.
from fire to ice, the ice cavern now awaits as your next destination. Go back to Crescent Lake to heal, then return to your boat.
Okay.
Follow the coast to the north, and eventually you'll reach a port.
I see it. Port.
Now, take the shallow waters to get to yet another cave dungeon. Yay!
Yeah.
Because, you know, caves are dungeons.
Oh,
What?
I managed to loop around to where I started. Okay,
It's a nice dead end.
good to know.
I'm sure. So.
No. Doesn't mean anything. Talking about that cave right there.
Sure.
That little smiley face.
Made it.
Is this a nice cave? Or is this just a cave?
That's a nice cave.
Okay, why are these crystals... Is this really the ice crystal? Because why are these crystals so close to each other in proximity, like, right here? There is a whole northern 2 continents that we haven't been to yet.
Well, to be fair, the Earth crystal was on its own thing. Its own continent.
Sure.
And this one, you had to go through some rivers through the mountains.
Literally, you could see the ice cave from the volcano going through the rivers. It was within earshot. I mean, from a scale perspective, I guess, yeah, you wouldn't be able to, like, look over the mountain and be like, yeah, it's there. Oh. This doesn't make any sense. The placement of this staircase.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about that one. Oh. Ah, they screwed you, Jack.
Whoa! Hello.
Undead enemies in the ice cavern? That seems weird.
Well, they're all gonna get fucking wrecked here in a second.
The undead are gonna be dead.
So, just to give you a little heads up on this dungeon, it says this is a pretty simple dungeon and is smaller than other recent ones. The gimmick here is cracks that you can fall through to travel from one floor to the next. There are, naturally, a bunch of items scattered throughout the dungeon. There's a lot of cash in particular, and since this dungeon's boss is easy, you should explore and endure the random encounters.
No. I refuse. Damn it. Oh, actually, that worked out perfect. So what is the boss? Is it the evil eye?
Yes.
I accidentally got here.
No, there's literally, I was just going to read this to you. In one room, stepping in a crack near three chests will lead you to the goal of the ice cavern, which is the room where you'll fight the evil eye, the easiest boss in Final Fantasy 1, if you can even call it a boss. Once the evil eye is defeated, you can grab the lava stone. This is a key item to continue. Leave the ice cavern.
Okay, so the ice crystal isn't here. Oh my god, fuck you guys.
Haha, see, it fooled you. You thought.
The cave in the cave that's been fucking been right near the other cave with the fire and the fucking...
Well, yeah,
the two
because it's
crystals can't be
stupid.
fucking a mile away from each other. It's stupid.
Why everything else is centered around the elements? Why wouldn't the fucking ice cave be the ice crystal?
Because.
This is another one of those moments that this game has now thrown at me. As a child, I'd be like, why isn't the ice crystal in the ice cave? This makes zero sense.
Did you get the lava stone?
Yeah. Now we just need to
Ow!
figure out how to get out.
Back the way you came.
Dude, I don't know where I came from.
See, this is what happens when I'm directing.
Well, you were... I don't know what you were doing, but you weren't directing.
No, well, I was trying to let you figure this out for yourself.
I don't trust it.
There's supposed to be a lot of shit in here.
Yeah, well, I don't trust it. Okay, so I come in here, go out here, delete.
Okay.
Did it! Wow.
The lava stone is an important item because it lets you unlock a Final Fantasy staple. The airship!
Final Fantasy Staple Airship, got it.
Go back to Crescent Lake and then head south from there to find a wide open desert. This is the Lycian Desert, a key destination and the start of a major Final Fantasy tradition.
I swear to God, how does anybody figure this out?
Right, because you're like, I got the lava stone from the ice cave. Now, what do I do with this? What does the lava stone do? And then you have to go all the way back down south to a random place.
Oh, right! And I have to do it, I have to go to here.
I told you had to go to the place.
No, I had to go here. Hold on. Here first.
Yeah.
Crescent Lake, yeah. This makes no sense. These people literally are just like seat of their pants. Things just happen, and they're like, "Oh, look, we got a ship." Beat up some pirates, got a ship.
Get a Levistone
Went
from
to a
the
desert.
Get a Levistone from the easiest boss in Final Fantasy. Go to a desert in the middle of nowhere. Use the Levistone and get an airship that came out of the ground. Well, you got an airship now.
Right.
Okay, well,
Okay, airship adventures, Citadel of Trials, and class promotions. Now that you have access to the airship, you can fly around the world with ease. This unlocks new places to go and new things to do, including optional items. Here's some stuff you should do with the airship. Stock up on gear, spells, and items. You can now fly back to any town you've previously visited, because, you know, you'd want to do that. Plus, visit Gaia, a small town surrounded by impassable mountains.
Found that.
You can now fly over with your airship. Gaia sells new items, including some high-level magic and the very useful Protect Ring, which guards against instant death attacks. Just be aware, you'll soon need 50,000 gils to spare to progress the story. You need 50,000 gil in order to progress the story. So don't spend more than that. Well, don't spend... Right. Next up, you want to get your class promotions. This powers up each of your characters and unlocks new moves. To start this process, go to the Citadel of Trials.
Cat claws that nobody can use. Nobody can use these.
Watch the red mage. When it really should be, Cat Claws should be the monk, right?
Thief.
Oh, the thief. It seems more like a monk thing. Because monk uses, like, nunchucks and shit.
Not you. That wasn't what I wanted.
No! Still good old leather cap, leather gloves, and fucking
Son of a bitch.
good old stuff. You're a mage, you got spells, you don't get no protection. You have less than 50,000.
Listen, I am aware of how not money I have. It's fine. I'm gonna
Okay.
undo this, and we're gonna take a look, see it, save. We're saving.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
Right, 10 levels ago. Now I'm just gonna hang out right here. See how strong this desert Beretta is. That's fine.
Okay.
I've got ethers.
Alright.
This is the worst. I can honestly say this is the worst Final Fantasy.
those ones are even worse.
Yeah. Yup.
I was gonna say, hey, look, those ones aren't so bad, but then I was like, wait a minute, fleshier color and blood liquid coming out of there. Okay, not so good. Yeah, I can't say that this is very great.
There's such a lack of, like...
It's just do this, rinse and repeat, do this, rinse and repeat, you know?
Got an airship, neat.
A wyvern and a
I'm just gonna-
allosaurus.
I'm just gonna stop here for a second. I'm
Where,
fighting a goddamn dinosaur.
where the hell did those come from?
Now, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy 12. Dinosaur. There's a dinosaur.
Okay.
In Final Fantasy 8, there's dinosaur.
Okay.
This is like straight old school claymation dinosaur, like terror lizard movie
Yeah.
dinosaur.
And he's not much taller than the characters. In fact, I've noticed that a lot of the, I mean, it could have been due to, like, size restrictions, but a lot of the boss sprites are really not all that big. Or even enemy sprites, for that matter. To be fair, your monk probably would have a little bit higher HP because I think he's like a level or two back from everybody because he died and you didn't revive him right away and you still did a couple battles.
Still, like,
So like he should have slightly higher HP than he has right now. Because what level is he at? 30? Oh no, I guess
we're
they
all
are
equal.
Yeah.
It's
Never mind. Well, yeah. How did your fighter get so? 'Cause
Dog,
he's
I
next level
don't
in
know.
1600, and the rest of them are all like 3000. Unless you did like a battle or two, or gained a level or something ahead of everybody else.
probably.
Like everybody died.
Probably.
So yeah, like as far as excitement level and like all that good jazz, this is probably
That one shot of my white mage.
wow. I should just say you can stop that now. Or earthquake. Gotta go Phoenix down some people. Oh yeah, you can't just.
Yeah, just go to the end and sleep and it'll fix everything.
That person's gonna have a magic brooms.
To be fair, I guess, I should be used to that because Dragon Quest had you go to the church to,
Resurrect.
yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm actually like, yeah, we got an airship.
So you haven't explored any of the two continents up to the north yet, so
That's where I am right now.
oh it is.
Yeah, this is
I
this
think-
tower.
Yeah, I think that might be I'm not sure what that is. If you go
There's this town, but I can't get to that unless I land up here.
so hold on, I was just reading a couple things. So there's the class promotions, that's in the Citadel Trials.
Which I'm assuming is this.
Possibly it's on the western side of the top right continent. It looks like a castle. And you won't be able to land close to it. Land as nearby as you can and walk through it. There's 3 maps or 3 trials.
Can't land in the marsh. Just 3 trials.
There's a trading quest to breathe underwater?
Why do I need that?
Because I guess you go to a sunken shrine and you get a Rosetta Stone?
None of this makes sense and is making me even more unhappy. I don't understand any of that.
I think the Spirally building might be the Tower of Mirage.
Oh yeah, let's not forget 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes, 6 holes. Are these holes anything? Yep, sure are. Dragon caves.
Okay, hold on.
This is a town. Oh. And apparently that's all I can do in that one. Okay. Agron's got lots of gold. Turn covers off again. Wouldn't want to get completely ass blasted here. Okay. Okay, there's Bahamut. Can't do anything with that. I have to have a token of my courage.
Bahamut? So you have to do... The Bahamut is the one that... I didn't realize that that's where he was.
He's in the Dagron caves.
Oh, that's where it explains it. Explore them all for loot, but one of them is the home of Bahamut, King of Dragons, another summon with a minor story role. Once you do the Citadel trials, you get something, you get an item, and then you have to give it to Bahamut, and then he increases your class promotion. After that, you do a couple of random crazy things, and then you literally... Yeah, you hate it. You
That's why. Yeah, I'm already there. Like, I'm glad. Like, I'll be good to like as soon as I find a spot to land my fucking ship, which is right here. Like, I'm good on this. Like, I will absolutely 100% finish this on my own, just so that it's done and I have the trophies for it. But I'm done playing it for funsies stream time.
Okay, well, here, just to...
All right, let's go ahead and go through.
I'm gonna quickly go through what you do for the remainder. Or say, we're on chapter 12 currently. There's only 17 chapters. By this thing, as it's, it broke it down into like 17 things or whatever. So now that you have the airship, you can do new stuff, blah blah blah, do the Citadel trials. You fight a boss, you get a rat tail, you give the rat tail to Bahamut. Bahamut increases your character classes, and doing that gives you like higher magic and yada yada yada. You do a trading quest to breathe underwater. So you go and visit Gaia. From Gaia, head east until you see a desert area. There's a desert caravan. You get a bottled ferry. Go back to Gaia. Give the bottled ferry. You swap it for an oxyale. You need that to breathe underwater. It just says oxyale.
Oh, of course.
There's another town that's surrounded by forests, which is the one that I think that you saw. You fly there and enter the town by landing outside the forest and walking. You go to the southeast of the town, enter a submarine, and head to the Sunken Shrine. So you go to the Sunken Shrine. It's a dungeon. It's quite simply just a sea shrine.
Yeah.
You fight a kraken.
Okay, they literally dumped every single, like, bullshit ass, fantasy ass.
Yeah, you get a Rosetta Stone. Deep in the dungeon, you'll find a familiar sight of a crystal chamber with the water crystal and its guardian. You fight the kraken to do that. After completing the shrine, you find yourself back outside. Use your canoe to head north. You go to the waterfall cavern. There's a robot inside the waterfall cavern that gives you a warp cube.
Yep.
Go back to Melmond. Give the Rosetta Stone to a scientist NPC, and he'll teach you the language spoken in the town of Lufenia. Go to Lufenia. Chat up every NPC that you can find. One will eventually hand over the bell. This is the final key item needed to access the dungeon where the final elemental fiend resides. Go to the Tower of Mirage, which is that big sandy tower. Hold on. That's a dungeon. You fight a blue dragon. And then you step on a teleportation warp tile to be taken to the Flying Fortress, thanks to your warp cube. The Flying Fortress is a 5-level dungeon, so you go back-to-back dungeons here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you gotta find a piece of adamantite. It is completely optional, but you get the best weapon in the game if you get it. You have to fight the Warmech boss, which is, they say is technically not a boss battle, but he's the hardest enemy in the game. So, there's also another random encounter, which is your true boss of the dungeon after the Warmech. It's on the same floor, and that's the boss battle Tiamat. Sky Fortress done. Return to the overworld. Take the adamantite to Mount Durgar. Blacksmith will craft Excalibur.
Yep. Okay.
The second most powerful weapon you can get. Go to a town of your choice to heal up, and then it's for the time for the grand finale. You go back to the Temple of Chaos.
Yep. I knew that it ended at the Temple of Chaos.
Inside the temple, you will use the power you've accrued to time travel 2,000 years into the past. The past version of the Temple of Chaos is ultimately just another dungeon. explore and work your way through it. When you reach a stone tile, you'll need to use the loot from your menu, which is the key item that you got off the princess all the way at the beginning of the game. You will now work your way through themed floors, which is what follows is a boss rush. So now, you have to literally fight all 4 main boss battles from the dungeons. The Witch, Monolith, Kraken, and Tiamat. And then, once you get past all the Fiends of the Elements again, then you can finally face off against Chaos, the final boss of the game. Once you beat him, credits roll, and time is flowing as it should. Chaos is vanquished. And that's it. That's Final Fantasy. In a nutshell.
Okay, well, while you were doing that, I finished the Citadel Trials.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. It was... Got the rat's tail.
Yeah, bring that to Bahamut.
This is it. Why is the rat tail a sign of courage? I don't.
Why do you get a rat tail for doing that?
I don't know. It was in a treasure chest.
Look at all those, like, crosses around him, like... Seems worthy of consideration. Warrior, you are now a paladin! Monk, you are now a...
Monk.
Black mage, you are now a warlock! White mage, you are now a...
Redhead. You're not Wendy's.
No, Wendy's, you all look different. Knight, master, white wizard, black wizard.
Neat, I guess.
That is kind of cool how it like completely changed your character sprite. Like,
Right.
you don't look like a dink anymore. You're older now.
Thanks, Bahamut.
I mean, look, yeah, look, like, you don't look like a dink anymore. Why does the master look like Elvis? Well, I've been playing for 3 hours. 3.5 hours. And you're already more than like 3/4 of the way through the game, I feel like.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream for Final Fantasy here. For the Final Fantasy Remaster, the original Final Fantasy. Or I'm
You
gonna
know
let
what
it,
happens.
I'm gonna let it sit here for a second.
Takeaway. What's the takeaway?
I hate this game.
Did not age well.
No, it's the worst. I get it, but even like, again, Dragon Quest, a game that was a year older than this, had more story direction in it
Than this did.
than this did. I knew where I needed to go and what I needed to do in Dragon Quest. This, I felt like, even with you, like, generally telling me where I needed to go, I felt like I was just floundering around the map
Right.
until I hit a spot that made sense.
Right.
And then the things that you were saying made 0 sense.
Go north. What?
There's a robot. Sky Fortress submarine?
Yeah. A Rosetta Stone and everything. Yeah, lots of crazy shit was in this game. Like, they were like, let's take a look at Western culture and religion or whatever, and let's just, like, pick out of a hat, like, and stuff as much crazy shit as we can in here.
Yeah, because how... It's so fucking crazy. Because it can't have been... I don't think... Alright. I don't think it was... I don't think we can look at it as it was huge in America, because I don't think it was.
No.
I think it was huge in Japan.
Yeah. But here's the thing with, like... There's a huge difference between the demographic of what people like in Japan and what we like here. But even then, I can say the same, both of these games, like this game and the original Zelda, the first Zelda that was ever released. I'll compare the two because of the same respect that both of them, yes, gave you the ability of an open, sprawling world that you could explore and do whatever. But the lack of direction as to what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going, who you're supposed to be talking to, what the goal of the mission of whatever you're doing, both of those games didn't give you any of that. They were just kind of like, they plopped you in a world and said, figure it out.
Well, the biggest thing about this is, and this is what really kind of irked me, was instead of having some NPC somewhere, doesn't matter if it was a town folk or not, whatever, because the way you're supposed to play this, you're supposed to talk to everybody.
Somebody's supposed to tell you what you're supposed to go down in the next, like...
Right, and they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah. They just kind of were like, once you get to the first dungeon, you get past that first dungeon, and it's literally just, alright, go to the next dungeon, but nobody tells you that.
The only thing that keeps you going in the same direction is the fact that they have the overworld walled off with coastline and mountains.
Right.
And then you get sick of fighting things while trying to navigate the coastline and mountains to find the next thing
that you're supposed to go to.
Like, even not fighting things, I was like, my god, if I
Where
had to
is
fight
this?
things...
Yeah, no, for real. And you also have your shit on, like, super speed. So, like, imagine if shit wasn't... Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It would take for... Like I said, like, if we were to actually play this game as is, we would still be back, like, not even anywhere close to where we are right now. Which would make this game seem like it takes forever. But you also have to remind yourself that this game was released in 1987, and even though, like you said, Dragon Quest was released a year earlier, this game is like hot off the tails of other games like Mario and or Zelda, which, for all intents and purposes, weren't anything close to the breadth of what this is.
No. There's a lot of
grandeur to this game in the sense of scale and like what you're doing.
There's stuff that happens.
But
it's unfortunate that everything in this game's plot-wise is
just terrible.
Things happen.
Right.
It all seems like a coincidence.
Well, it's very quick, dry storytelling. It's just get from point A to point B. There's a main goal. Everything is geared and centered around that main goal. Get there, do it. That's it. That's the game.
But then it takes you 12 hours to get to the first thing of that main goal?
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. And it takes you forever to get to the first crystal. And then after that, it's literally like a beeline rush to get the rest of them.
To the next two.
The next two or three.
One. 3?
Two.
Can we do 3?
No, 2. Because there's only 4 crystals.
Right.
And we haven't got the last one. It's actually, the first one's a pain in the ass, the middle two are like easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then the last one's like you gotta do a bunch of bullshit to get to the last one. And then literally right after the last one, it's like, finish the game. You're done. And the one thing that's bothersome to me about this is that the crystals don't seem to have anything to do with your abilities whatsoever.
No.
They're just there to restore the balance of the world. So, like, cool and all, but doesn't seem spectacular in any... There's not like a... Now, granted, again, this was 1987, but, like, there's no grandeur like... This area of the world is restored and looks better. That town is no longer screwed, or, you know, like, whatever. There's no essence of, like, any real change being made to the world. So by the time, I don't know what the end of the game looks like, but by the time you get to the end of the game, if nothing looks different or feels different, then what the F did you just do?
Right.
And literally to go through all of that rigmarole just to go back to the place that you started and use the stupid flute or whatever that the princess gave you at the beginning to get into the final dungeon?
Chekhov's loot.
Like, are you serious? We could have just done this to begin with?
If you show loot in the open act of the game, then that loot has to start playing a song at some point.
So it seems a little ridiculous.
So yeah, not that I like numerical values or star rating systems, but I will give this a flat 3 out of 10. Final Fantasy, the OG Final Fantasy. Just from, and I know, I was not playing it in any, like, in weird fast mode, busting through, but...
Even then, though, that should have made it better, if you ask me, in my opinion. Being able to, like, skip a whole bunch of stuff and, like, skip unnecessary battles and stuff like that so it doesn't seem so grindy should have made it seem a little bit more enjoyable. And even then, it's not very enjoyable.
No.
It's just
another RPG that...
Well, it's point A to point B to point A to point B to point A to point B to end goal.
I've seen people on the internet make better RPGs in RPG Maker,
right,
than this. Well, but I mean, and that's not to like I said, this game kickstarted an entire franchise that has many numerously good entries.
I was gonna say RPG Maker probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for titles like this. So we do have to give it its like due credit. Now, for 1987, it was probably great, but for 2023. It doesn't hold. It doesn't hold weight anymore. Like it's fun to, visit. It's fun to come back and visit like humble beginnings, but like, wow, were they humble? Like this game is definitely not an enjoyable game to play unless you don't know unless you're completely ignorant and don't know any better, and you're back in 1987 playing it on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Like that is
100%. Because that's the thing. I play these kinds of games all the time.
So did I.
But I mean, I still do. Like I have pixel art, top-down, turn-based RPGs. That, like, this isn't... I'm not coming out of...
It's a little niche.
I'm not coming out at this as, like, yo, dog, I play FPS's Call of Duty 360 no-scopes all day.
Right, yeah, no.
Like...
Both of me and you are well-seasoned RPG players.
And
this doesn't hit the mark. No. Now, I'm glad that this game exists, obviously, because, like you said, it started a whole franchise or generation of games that we got the likes of Vi and Chrono Trigger and the version number 6 of this game, which is both of our favorite.
4, 6.
So there, good things came out of the series and out of the franchise type. I just don't understand how.
Right. How did this... Like, I get it. Okay. I kind of get it. Because it's like, if there was some way to know that I needed to go to that desert, if there was an NPC that told me, hey...
There's a desert with a tower.
Yeah,
And other than you just flying by and going, wow, what a weird spirally tower in the desert. I gotta check that out sooner or later.
just anything that would point me in a direction of like, getting the airship.
That, okay, so it's stuff like that. You go through a whole, what seems like dungeon, you get a thing, the thing that you expect to be there is not there, and then you're like, well, now what the f do I do with this?
So then, is there an
And
NPC
then you just have to wander around to weird random deserts.
Is there an NPC that says, hey, there's this thing down in the desert? I'm sure there's an NPC that alludes to, there's something buried in a desert to the south somewhere.
Maybe,
But
I
the
didn't
thing
see
is-
it.
The thing is, if they say it's buried, like, whatever, like, shit buried everywhere, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, okay, sure.
you gotta give me something, like, because then, yeah, that'd be really exciting, getting an airship. Or, like, the submarine.
Yeah, they
That
should
would
have
be
been like,
a weird, like, whoa, submarine!
did you know that back in ancient times there used to be a lava stone, and that lava stone used to control an airship?
A couple people and the dragons talked about that. Because as you were looking things up, when I was talking to the dragons, before I did the Citadel thing,
Right.
the dragons talked about there being a highly advanced mechanical civilization to the north. That, like, all of that stuff. Cool.
Would have been nice to know that before I got an airship. And, like, of course, I couldn't talk to you guys until I got the airship, so yeah.
Submarine, like,
Yeah.
like, cool, yeah, there's a lot of City of Atlantis shit, I guess. Basically.
Basically, yeah, the Sunken Shrine, or, yeah, that's it. So, Final Fantasy literally was, somebody in Japan was like, gotta make game that has all the things of the fantasy in it. Basically.
Right. And contrary to popular belief, this was not, like, a succeed or fail game either.
No, it was just a game. Then stuff came from door.
Weird. So yeah, it's 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
That's
Thanks,
me.
everybody.
Yep. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week
With 2.
Final Fantasy 2,
Yeah.
and we'll see where that falls.